Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps. How's it going, you sexy bitches? Peter fucking Joseph here for another video number 2 on your 2 for Thursday. This time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 66. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel. And my other channels down there, you know where they are, in the description box below. You can leave a comment if you wish, but please be respectful, and if not, get the fuck out of here and go fuck yourself. But don't forget to follow me on social media, but you gotta be real there too. If you're not, you're blocked there too. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that bell. I think we know how to treat it. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And if you do, as always, if you miss a video, you're pretty much SOL. And you know what that means. And that's it. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. And that's it. We move on from there. Alright. Video number 2 on this late Thursday night. Check out my last video that I just did. I'm going to be putting it up pretty soon, but I want to get this video done and then put both videos up. So, by the time you wake up tomorrow, you got 2 videos coming your way on my Peter fucking Joseph channel. My video about Mercedes Monet, you know, Sasha Banks, the boss. By the way, I am a god among insects, you know. I did put this on the wrong way. I didn't have it on backwards before, but it's my good friend Pyro Pulse, former wrestler for FSW. It's a body shirt. Actually, he gave me the shirt. I have another one for the Elements. It's him and Iceberg. So, good old FSW, Fighting Spirit Wrestling, by my mentor and the man who trained me, Joel Maximo. Big ups to Joel. But I digress. So we got that. So, we move on with that. But, Pyro. Fire and ice! So, we got that. But anyway, hope everybody is having a great Thursday. If you're on the West Coast, you know, good night. If you're on the East Coast, well, hopefully you're going to bed soon. I'm going to bed soon. So I'm going to, you know, get this out of the way and then put up the videos. I'm going to edit a little bit and then go right to bed. Probably in the next half hour to an hour, depending on how long this video goes. Then I'll do a little editing and then go to bed. And then I got to go to work tomorrow. I got to go to work a little bit on Saturday. I'll be in the city. And then going out Saturday night for Saturday night dinner instead of Sunday dinner. We're going Saturday with the missus and the, you know, parents, and then that's it. So I'm not going to be watching Collision Saturday. And then Sunday we got Vengeance Day. I will be here for Vengeance Day. So got that. So SmackDown and Rampage tomorrow night. I'll do my review tomorrow night. Ring of Honor tomorrow as well. Late Saturday night Collision review right here on the channel. And then Sunday on the Shadows Lair 2.0 backup channel, episode 21 of TSL 2.0, Vengeance Day predictions. And then later Sunday night, over on my Peter fucking Joseph channel, your Vengeance Day review. So check it out this weekend. And that's pretty much it. Alright. On video number 2, right here on the Killer Demons channel, once again, my name is Peter Joseph, but you knew that already. I'm a content creator, talk about the wonderful world of professional wrestling and other things. If you like it, good. You know, get out of here. Go fuck yourself. Go to bed. And don't wake up. No, I'm kidding. But I digress. Alright. For the first time in about 3 or so years, maybe more than that, I am bringing it back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the return of your official TNA Impact Wrestling. Oh yeah, it's back. It is my destiny. I'm not going to sing the entire song because I don't know the lyrics. But we're going to cross the line with TNA Impact Wrestling. And this is your Impact Wrestling, TNA Impact Wrestling review for February 1st, 2024 happened earlier this evening. So we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to try as my best to get weekly TNA Impact Wrestling reviews. Now, it might be a little bit, it might not happen during WrestleMania week, because I got a lot of videos coming that week. Raw, NXT, Dynamite, TNA, Ring of Honor, the night before, Supercard of Honor. I got to do predictions for that. Predictions for WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. As far as the reviews for WrestleMania, I will be doing Night 1 and 2 after WrestleMania Night 2 on Sunday, April the 7th. So I'm not going to be doing a review for WrestleMania Night 1. I will be doing a full WrestleMania review on after WrestleMania goes off the air on Sunday night, April the 7th. So I'll do the review for WrestleMania. I will watch the media scrum after. I will watch Night 1's media scrum after Collision. I will be watching. I'll watch WrestleMania Night 1. And then I'll watch Collision. I will be doing Collision review that night. But as far as WrestleMania, like I said, I'm going to do both nights after WrestleMania Night 2. And then kind of get back into the norm with the Raw after Mania is going to be epic. NXT after Stand and Deliver. I got to do predictions for Stand and Deliver. A mess. It's a complete mess. And Stand and Deliver is in the afternoon. So I will do Stand and Deliver review that afternoon of WrestleMania. But as far as that's WrestleMania Night 1, that's coming on. That's going to be tied into WrestleMania Night 2. So, huge review. Probably be like 4 hours. I don't know. It might not be 4 hours, but we'll see. We'll see how it happens with that. But stay tuned in the beginning of April, the first week of April. Lots of videos coming your way. So please hit that bell. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button too. And that's pretty much it. Alright, let's get to TNA, and then we're going to sleep. Alright, so TNA emanated from the Osceola Heritage Park. I think it's right around, Universal Studios, I think. I don't know what that is. But it's in Orlando, Florida. Alright, so I'm trying to get back into TNA. I mean, I do watch the show every once in a while just for Rosemary, but now it was Courtney Rush. Now Rosemary's back. Oh yes, the Death Dolls, DK! The prophecy is back, my friends, with a vengeance. And we will see the lovely Jessica Havoc and my demon bride, my demon assassin, the co-founder of the prophecy, along with myself, that is Rosemary. And if you don't believe me, go to my PG Ranch channel, and I basically gave a receipt, and I showed a receipt that the prophecy is real, per my demon assassin bride, Rosemary. And even Abaddon said it too, so, not on Twitter, but when I met her. If you don't believe me, there's the poster, there's the autograph too. And I only had to pay $20. Actually, 40 because I bought the special. So I got the combo. So got the picture, which is it's up on my. The picture of me and Rosemary. I wish I had Rosemary. I didn't get it yet, but because she doesn't come to New York much, unless it's the big event. And the big event's all the way in Queens, which is way too far for me. But it is what it is. One day, me and Rosemary will meet. It's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna show her that tweet too. I'm gonna print it out too. I'm gonna actually show her the video. Say, remember when you said this? Like, I don't remember, bro. Oh, okay. Like, you remember, shut up. But anyway. But the picture of me and Abaddon is on my Facebook page. It's also on my Twitter. So if you want to see it, it's on my Twitter page. Go down. It's down below. But my Twitter page is down below in the comment section. And that's it. Alright, so TNA Impact Wrestling for February the 1st, 2024 from Osceola Heritage Park in Orlando, Florida. And our commentary team of Tom Phillips, now known as Tom Hannafin, that's his real name, I think, and Matt Waywalt, that's Aiden English, for those of you who don't know. So, we got that. Alright, so, I did watch it tonight. When I was out, I did watch it on Access. You know, so when I went to my parents' house, they have Access TV, so there you go. Alright, so it's a pretty good show. Like I said, you know, the prophecies on the show in women's tag team action, the women's tag team champions, once again, Jessica Havoc and Rosemary. They're in action, but we'll get to them later. Not right now. But we start off with match number 1. Pretty damn good match. We have Trey Miguel, the former X Division champion, part of the Rascals. He's taking on, well, the man formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. That's Nicholas Nemeth. Pretty good match, actually. Pretty good match to start. I'll say Dolph. Dolph hits the 10 elbow drops in a row. Wow. On Trey. Goes for the cover. Trey somehow kicked out of that. Dolph goes for a super kick. Trey caught it. But Dolph hits a famouser for a near fall. Then he's about to tune up the band again. And then Zachary Wentz. We all remember him. You know who he is. Nash Carter. And he came back months ago. Zachary Wentz, who was at ringside, catches his leg from the outside, and then the referee saw it. He's like, "You out of here!" Kicked him out. So he's like, "What the fuck did I do?" So Trey hits an enziguri, followed by Meteora from the top rope for a near fall. Then he's about to tune up the band. Goes for the super kick. Nick avoided it, and then he hits one of his own. 1, 2, 3. So he didn't have to hit zigzag to do that. But in the end, Dolph Ziggler gets the win over Trey Miguel. Match was pretty good. 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. And then after the match, Steve Maclin, former TNA Impact Wrestling World Champion, attacks Dolph Ziggler as he's going up the ramp. And then they fight back down to the ring. And pretty much get a 3-on-1 beatdown on Dolph Ziggler. As Trey and Zach Wentz come back, hit double super kicks on him. Then they pick him up, and Steve Maclin hits the KIA. Ooh. That finisher of his on him, laid him out. So it looks like Steve Maclin and Dolph Ziggler on a collision course. Coming up soon, we got, I think they have a pay-per-view, pay-per-view-ish event coming up, I think Sacrifice. So, we got that. And if you're asking me if I'm going to do those events, no. I may do the major pay-per-views like Slammiversary, Bound for Glory, Hard to Kill. Some of the big events, not the mini events that happen like on Friday night when nobody watches it, or Saturday night. We'll see, maybe or maybe not. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but TNA reviews will be coming back in the future, but hopefully I can get them out every week along with Ring of Honor. I will see what happens with that. A little bit more content on the channel. So here we go. Alright, so after that beatdown of Dolph Ziggler, we go to a vignette of Cody Deaner and Khan. See, I'm trying to get back. Some of these people I don't know, so bear with me. Cody Deaner and Khan vignette. Cody Deaner says, "It's time to regroup." And Khan says, "The design," now I know who it is. Used to be Violent by Design. Is dead. And because I think it was Eric Young's group, and I don't know what happened to Eric Young, but anyway, So Khan says that the design is dead and that it is always about regrouping and the same BS. Yeah, they bleeped that. Cody Dinner gets angry at Khan. Khan says the design is dead because he says it's dead. And it's time to show the world who the baddest man in TNA is. And it's gonna start now. So we'll see what happens with that. And I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we have the Rascals, Trey Miguel, and Zachary Wentz, and Steve Macklin after they're backstage after what they did to Dolph Ziggler. And Macklin says, I told you guys from the start that Dolph Ziggler is a phony. Then they run into Speedball Mike Bailey. I almost read that wrong. I said Bailey. Give me a hug, Bailey. But worded spelled differently. They run into Speedball Mike Bailey backstage, who's on his phone and drops his phone. Uh-oh, that might break. And then Trey tells him to pick it up, put it in the trash. Wow. So Mike Bailey asks, do you have any suggestions? So Zachary Wentz gets in his face, but then Steve Mac's like, calm down. Why are you so crazy? Take it easy. Take it easy. You know, gotta give him the old Andrade. So we got that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens with that. But seems like, Steve Macklin and the Rascals got a little bit of a problem with Speedball Mike Bailey and Dolph Ziggler. So we'll see what happens with that. 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then it's my favorite part of the show. Match number 2. Women's Tag Team Action non-title match. We have Mila Moore, I know you, and Savannah Thorne taking on the Prophecy, otherwise known as DK, of Rosemary and Jessica Havoc, otherwise known as DK. Here, kind of a squash match for the champs. Rosemary bites Mila. You don't want to get bit by Rosemary, and not in a good way. But I digress. She bites her, locks in the tarantula against the ropes, and then Savannah Thorne gets the tag, slaps Rosemary in the face. Oh, you bitch. You son of a bitch. What does Rosemary do? Her evil smile. Gets my dick hard. But anyway, I'm kidding. Rosemary smiles at her and is like, alright, you wanna fuck with me? I'm gonna bring in the big woman, Jessica Havoc. And then Savannah's like, yeah, run away. She tries to tag in, and Mila's like, nah, I'm out of here. You're on your own now. So Jessica Havoc hits the Death Valley driver on her. Then her and Rosemary hit a double team spine buster. I don't know if they call it anything, but they win the match pretty easily. So, bing, bang, boom, good night. The Prophecy wins again. As we always do. So, I give the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. So, that's that. And we move on with that. Alright. So after that, we go backstage. We have the former Knockouts Tag Team Champions, MK Ultra, which is Killer Kelly and Masha Slamovich. So they're in the back with Gia Miller, not the backstage interviewer. Hot. She asks them, and she's with them, and asks what they think about, what Decay just did in the ring. Killer Kelly says they want their rematch at No Surrender. I thought it was Sacrifice, but No Surrender is the next actual event coming up. So I don't know when. And then Danny Luna and Jody Threat come in. They were used. I don't know. They weren't a tag team champions. They were in TNA, the Knockouts Tag Team Division. They come in, talk about winning the Ultimate X match. I didn't even know there was... Oh, there was an Ultimate X... Wait. I might have missed it, but there was an Ultimate X match, I guess, for the tag team belts. But anyway, they talk about winning the Ultimate X while MK Ultra lost their match. And then Danny talks about Jody's match against Masha later in the night, and that she will be in Jody's corner. Not that it matters, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it for that. So we move on with that, and that's it. So I get a 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, we're off and running, and we continue with TNA Impact Wrestling. Then after that, we go to Alan Angels. Remember him from the Dark Order? He's in TNA now. He has a new talk show called The Sound Check. Nice name. So he introduces his guest, former X Division champion, former World Heavyweight champion, Josh Alexander. The great man that he is. Great match with Ocean Spray. 2 great matches with Ocean Spray. But anyway, he lists out all the belts that Josh has won in TNA. Says his biggest accomplishment was being on his show. Okay. Josh talks about going for the world title again. And Alan Angel says, I know about stepping on some toes to get there. So Josh asks, what the hell are you talking about? And then Alan Angel says, we know who he's talking about, and that he is not setting the best example for his son, Jet. Jet! Woo! Jet! No, sorry. Not Jen. Not Jem. Jem is your name. Jem. Josh says, I've had enough of this, and he walks off. I think Alan Angel's trying to play mind games with Josh Alexander. And, going after the World Heavyweight Champion, which I believe is Moose. I think it's Moose. I forget. I did watch Hard to Kill, but I think Moose won the belt again. But it is what it is. Anyway, we move on. Alright, match number 3, back to the action finally after the segment, because as we all know, TNA loves the segments. So we go to Brian Myers, former TNA Digital Champion. He takes on Kevin Knight. And a pretty decent match, goes back and forth. Myers goes to the outside, hits a splash. Actually, Kevin Knight hits a splash on Myers on the outside. And then he hits a splash on Myers in the ring for a near fall. So back-to-back splashes get a near fall. Then he hits a super kick, followed by a DDT for a near fall. And then Brian Myers goes to the outside. Kevin throws him right back in. And then Brian Myers kicks the bottom rope, which I guess is not legal, or doesn't cause a disqualification. I'll allow it, as Mills Insane would say. The great man that he is. Gets a near fall out of that. And then Myers goes for a roster cut. I guess that's a Gilmore cutter. I guess. Stop stealing my moves and renaming it. Anyway, so goes for that. Kevin hits a drop kick. Then he goes for a splash off the top rope. Brian Myers gets out of the way. Then he hits the roster cut. 1, 2, 3, your winner, Brian Myers, and the match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. That was pretty much it. After the match, Eddie Edwards, we all remember him from the American Wolves, former TNA champion. It's his own right, X Division champion. Still there, ladies and gentlemen. He's still in TNA. He gets to the ring, and him and Brian Myers, I think they're part of a group. I don't know the name of it, but they corner Kevin Knight, but then Kushida. Yeah, he's still in TNA, former X Division champion. He comes out, his music hits, and he comes out, Eddie and Brian Myers get out of the ring, so it might begin a tag team match player out of that. So we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. And that's it. Alright, then we go backstage with the lovely Gia Miller. And this time her guest is the new 10-time X Division champion Chris Sabin. Can't believe that guy's been in TNA since the beginning. And he's won it, the X Division title 10 times. Two-time, I believe 2 times, TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Former Tag Team Champion with Mr. Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns. He's done it all. In 20-some-odd years in TNA. Same thing with Shelley. So anyway, he's in the back with Gia Miller. Gia asked him about Mustafa Ali, who made his debut, his vignette debut, not his in-ring debut yet, or even a physical appearance yet in TNA. So, Dolph Ziggler and Mustafa Ali are in TNA with Dana Brooke. Ash by Elegance. Stupid name. Anyway, so Sabin's asked about Mustafa Ali, talking about being the X Factor. So Sabin says, if Ali wants to step up, I'm all for it. And then we get a Mustafa Ali promo pop up on the TV screen in the back with footage of Sabin. So Ali says change is a necessary thing and they need an example. And he's like, I'm Mustafa Ali and I approve this message. And then the good hands show up. And John Schuyler talks about Mustafa Ali. And Sabin's like, well, I'll face you, Mr. John Schuyler, next week on the program. Okay. We got that. So, I think Mustafa Ali will be showing up maybe at No Surrender to face Sabin for the X Division title. That's going to be great. I think Ali will do great things in TNA. Along with Dolph Ziggler. I don't know about Dana Brooke, but I think Dana Brooke's just ripping off Toni Storm's gimmick. Without the black and white. But ripping off her gimmick. Toni Storm should sue Dana Brooke for gimmick infringement. Just saying. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to another TNA legend from Chris Sabin. We go to Frankie Kazarian, former X Division champion, Tag Team champion. He's done it all in AEW, Tag Team champion with SCU, with Christopher Daniels and Scorpio Sky. Never a world champion. But, anyway. So Kazarian goes to the ring, says, I've been asked all week why I attacked Eric Young last week. And he's like, 1 year ago I came back to TNA and saved it. And he says, I've given everything to this company and the business. And now I'm starting to take, he starts taking instead of giving. And he's going to take what he wants. I've seen people take the opportunities that they don't deserve, and that's going to stop right now. I've been overlooked. That's going to stop right now. And going forward, I have no desire to be a hero to the people, because they only want to see the hero fail. And in this story, the hero needs to be a monster. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Then he says Eric Young is the lifeblood of TNA and has been champion multiple times. That's right. He's won basically every title. X Division, World title, Tag titles, I mean, you name it, he's probably won it. Where was I? He's won he's been a TNA champion multiple times. Well, I've been a soldier in the trenches. So, he says, history doesn't remember soldiers, it remembers kings. And he wants to be a king. And none of the people mean a damn thing to him. And he says, Eric Young was a means to an end. He will not walk in the shadows, and that he will walk a higher path. So kind of like a Christopher Daniels-like prophet gimmick. I'm like, what are you talking about? Anyway. So Kazarian says the people have permission to hate him now. And then Eric Young is watching backstage. as Kazarian leaves. So, looks like, Battle of the TNA Originals, Kazarian and Eric Young, going to be happening pretty damn soon, and we'll see what happens with that. And we move on with that. We got a few more matches to go. We're almost done. And that's it. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go backstage with the System. We have Moose there. And then we see Alex Shelley, former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He walks up to Moose and I think Eddie Edwards, because I think he's part of the group with Moose. Shelley talks about his rematch with Moose for the TNA Impact World title. Moose says there's 4 of them. Well, actually, there's Moose, Eddie Edwards, and I forget the other 2. But anyway, Moose is like, well, there's 4 of us and 1 of you. So Shelley's like, I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of you guys. You want to go? Let's go. So Moose says, that's not how the system works there, Mr. Shelley. But you'll find out. We'll see what happens with that situation. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we have a vignette for Dana Brooke, Ash by Elegance, drinking champagne. Champagne. Hey, where's mine? You dumb bitch, where is mine? Well, I don't have champagne, but I got kiwi strawberry water. I mean, it's not Pepsi, but it's... Salute! This is good. Holy shit. I get more of that. Next time I go to the supermarket, I'm going to get me some... I hope they have it. I'm going to get some kiwi strawberry... This is Propel, by the way. One of those electrolytes like Pedialyte. So I got to start drinking more of that. My gastroenterologist says something kind of like lay off the soda. Well, not like Pepsi per se. I drink ginger ale. I can drink Sprite. So I might have to stop drinking Pepsi for a while because it kind of makes my liver bleh. My stomach, my liver, trying to cut down on the junk. I mean, I had fried chicken tonight. I had some chicken nuggets and chicken tenders with the family tonight. Some French fries. Even though I had really... I went to a pizza place and it was like thin crust pizza and it tasted nasty. I felt like eating cardboard. I'm like, ugh. Basically like eating Domino's. Domino's sucks. But it just didn't taste that good. I'm like, It's from a good place. I mean, it's right up, It's a new place, that opened a few months ago, So, I bought the lunch because I was coming home from my doctor appointment. I was going to have lunch with my mom, and we went there, and we had that, and it didn't taste that good. We didn't complain, but, because we got it to go, and then, we took it home, and then we're eating it, and I'm like, damn, this thing tastes like paper. Like, what the hell? Like, did he cook it or not? I don't know. So, I'm not gonna complain. They're good guys, they're good Italian guys, but, maybe they just didn't heat it up enough, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But anyway, move on. Alright, so Ash by Elegance, Dana Brooke drinking some champagne. Alright, so we get that. Alright, then Cody Deaner goes to the ring, because another promo says, I have to admit that as of right now, something that I created is over. And he says, as of right now, the design is dead. So he did that promo saying it was dead. To, who was he talking to before? Let me just get back to my notes. Who the hell was he talking to? I had the notes somewhere. Let me look. Hold on. Oh, it was Khan. Okay, so he comes out, says the Violent by Design is pretty much dead and buried, and he says, I admit it might have been my fault. It wasn't my fault. Yes, it was. He says, I thought that when Violent by Design died, he thought he could breathe life back into it. And he says, when something is dead, it's never, ever going to come back to life. Except for the prophecy, of course. So, he says that, and then, oh boy, when you talk about undead people, and undead things, bad things happen. PCO, former World Heavyweight Champion, comes out, Mr. Frankenstein, 55-year-old Pierre Carl Ouellet, you all remember him, the crazy bastard, former Ring of Honor World Champion, who almost died in a match against Bush back in Baltimore in 2020. Anyway, so PCO's music hits, and a bunch of nurses come out, they wheel him out, and breathe life into him with an electric current. Crazy. He's doing like a Frankenstein gimmick, or a rip-off Alice Cooper gimmick. So he's like in the wheelchair, and then like they hook up some type of electric current, and they like zap him. I'm like, god damn. So he comes back from the dead, and then we have a squash match, like a 10-second squash match, and PCO hits a clothesline, and the showstopper, no, not the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels showstopper, and then he hits the PCO salt, 1, 2, 3, bing bang boom, good night. So match I gave a dud, because it was just short and sweet, to the point. And then after the match, Khan comes out, attacks PCO, and then he clotheslines Cody Deaner, and then he picks him up, slapped his neck. Ah, damn! And then PCO gets up, Khan chokeslams him, and then suffocates him by covering his face with his hand. God damn! Gee, John Sandy, can you come in here, please? Yeah, hi Sandy, how you doing? You want to say your line? Jesus! Exactly. Even wrestling guys going Jesus, right? Yeah, Jesus, Yeah, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus! Leave him alone! I will eat your balls and scratch out your eyes! Because I am more hardcore than PCO and all those guys in Violent by Design! Ah! My little animal, where's your cookie? Where's your good kitty? Who's that? Who's that? Get down, you filthy animal. No, she's good. But yeah, even freaking Zuzu's hardcore. I gotta take it to the vet next week. Well, simple blood test, 5-10-minute blood test, in and out. When she's good, she loves you all. Even your mothers. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, prayers as always for Zuzu. My special girl. But anyway. Alright, so PCO kills Cody Deaner, and then Khan comes out, kills Cody Deaner even more by snapping his neck. And then suffocating PCO, pretty much unconscious, by covering his face with his hand. Craziness. Jesus! So there you go. Let me move on. Alright, after that, we have Flop Dollar, remember him? AJ Francis, who signed with TNA. Don't know why. He's backstage. Walks up to Rich Swann. We all remember him, former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, former X-Division Champion. Still there, obviously. So he bumps into Rich Swann, and he says that he brings opportunity. And then Rich Swann's like, whatever. He's like, whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. But you know what? AJ Francis is not selling peace. Peace sells, but who's buying? Peace sells, but who's buying? Hello, me. Meet the real me and my mistress way of life. Hi, Dave. David! Not David Lee Roth. I'm David Lee Roth, you know. No, it's Dave Mustaine. The real David. But I digress. No, not David Gilmour. No relation. But anyway. But the real David is Dave Mustaine. And if you want to sell something, peace sells, but who's actually buying it? Great album, great song. Buy it now. Or download it on Spotify. Alright, we move on with that. Alright, so, Rich Swann's like, whatever you're selling, I'm not buying. And then, AJ Francis asks Rhino, I didn't even know Rhino was there, asks Rhino if he wants any help with that Crazy Steve problem. Crazy Steve, your digital champion after basically murdering Tommy Dreamer at, I think, Hard to Kill, and winning the belt. So Rhino tells him to fuck off. Fuck you, man! Basically. And then Rich Swann's like, I don't even need your help. I don't want nobody's help. Like, leave me alone, AJ Francis, flop dollar. Go be with B-Fab or something. I don't know. Go do something. Go flop somewhere. So that's that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. I wonder if Crazy Steve's going to get back with Rosemary and Jessica and with DK. I think he will, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright. After that, we see an interview with the TNA Knockouts champion, Jordynne Grace. She talks about getting the call about being part of the Royal Rumble. Oh, they're surprised they mentioned that. Zang, nice. She said she asked if WWE asked for her, and that Scott D'Amore told her to be there and jump the barricade. That was really supposed to happen. I was thinking maybe a TNA invasion, which could still happen, who knows. So then we see Jordan's mom, and she says she wanted to do this since she was 9 years old. And then we see footage of her Royal Rumble entrance. And then Gail Kim's live reaction to that entrance. WWE TNA! I am very interested in this. You know, we might see an invasion. When? But from what I heard, Jordynne Grace said that she wanted to jump the barricade instead of entering the Rumble. She wanted to just be there and jump the barricade, and maybe go after like either Jade Cargill or go after maybe Bianca Belair, which she did. Which she, that whole thing with her and Bianca. I mean, craziness. And then her and Ivy Nile with those dual suplexes, that was nice. And now Natalya wants to face Jordynne Grace. Maybe either at No Surrender or maybe on an episode of Impact. Sign me up. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see maybe, Impact and WWE do like a Worlds Collide type pay-per-view. I'd love to see that. But then again, I'm like, well, who is Moose gonna face? I would have Josh Alexander go against Seth Rollins. That would be epic. But then, I mean, then you got, how about this? Rosemary and Jessica Havoc against the Kabuki Warriors. That could be good. Jordan Grace versus Bianca Belair. Oh, for the TNA Knockouts title. That could be great. Who else? Well, who's Moose face? Roman. Easy, Roman. Moose will get his ass handed to him by Roman. Smash him. I would have PCO versus his Kevin Steen. That sells itself. Because I think PCO was the trainer for Kevin Steen, if I recall, from his documentary. It was DVDs. Because he was in Canada, so that would be an epic match. PCO versus Kevin Steen in kind of like a hardcore match. Chris Sabin versus Ricochet, I think it'll be good. Or any high flyer, really. Yeah, pretty much Ricochet. Could have ABC, Chris Bay and Ace Austin, part of the Bullet Club. Against, maybe reform maybe have the Usos reunite just for that one show. That'd be good. Or maybe they'll fight the New Day. I don't know. So, don't know how that's going to work out, but, there's so many dream matches that you can think of if there ever would be, like, a WWE TNA pay-per-view, like Worlds Collide. So, we'll see what happens with that. Oh, shaking it. But, well, we'll see what happens with that, but good little interview with Jordan Grace, talking about being part of the Royal Rumble, thanks to Scott D'Amore. Good man, Scott. And then we see her entrance at the Rumble, Gail Kim's live reaction to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to do the Roman Reigns. I'm interested. So, I would love to have a freaking pay-per-view for that. Or they might, if they do an invasion, which might lead to said Worlds Collide pay-per-view. Book it, Dano, book it. Let's do it. And we got that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, let's finish this up. Match number 5, pretty much match. Masha Slamovich, with Killer Kelly at ringside, takes on Jody Threat with Danny Luna at ringside. Not much of a match. Masha hits 3 straight lariatos on Jody for a near fall. Jody comes back, hits some kicks on Masha, followed by a pump kick, and then double knees on the ropes, and a German superplex for added measure for a near fall. And then Killer Kelly gets involved, grabs Jody's leg from the outside. Danny Luna lays her out, but Masha hits the snowplow. How snow smooth. Head! What does everybody want? What does everybody need? Head! So, Masha hits the snowplow 1, 2, 3. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go backstage and we see footage of Kushida being laid out by the system. And then Alex Shelley, his former tag team partner in New Japan Pro Wrestling, part of the Time Splitters, he comes in and checks on him. So, see what happens with that. I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And we move on. Alright, then Tom Hannafin, Tom Phillips, and Matt Waywald run down the card for No Surrender. And I think it's tomorrow night. Is that tomorrow night? If I can get the card. Actually, let me, Alright, let me see, a card for... Actually, no, No Surrender is February the 23rd, so the day before the Elimination Chamber. I thought it was this weekend. I was wrong! Can afford to be wrong once in a while. Alright, so let me run down the card right as it stands right now for No Surrender, which is going to be exclusively on TNA Plus, their streaming service. So it's going to be February the 23rd, which is a Friday night, from West Wago, Louisiana, at the Alario Center. Then the next event after that is in March, which I believe is Sacrifice. Okay, let's run down the card if I can get it. How the hell is it? That's not what I wanted. Obviously. Alright, hold on one second. That's what, I hit the wrong button, that's why. Hit the wrong site! Alright. Okay, here we go. Alright, actually it is, no, Friday the 24th. Oh, no, wait, when is the Elimination Chamber? Oh, no, it's the same night. Okay, I got it. So Collision will be Collision on the 24th, going head-to-head with No Surrender, and then the morning of February 24th is the Elimination Chamber. There you go. Alright, so it's not from the Alario Center, so I apologize for that. It's going to be at Sam's Town Live at Sunrise Manor in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let me just make sure I got this. Alright, I'm sorry, guys. I thought I got the wrong freaking card. Let's see here. Hold on. No, I think I was right the first time. Hold on. Let me... I'm trying to find out this goddamn card. Alright. Okay, officially now it's the 23rd. I looked at the wrong, looking at the wrong site. Let's see here, I don't take it so much of your time. I apologize for that. So we'll be at the Alario Center in West Wego, Louisiana. But I can't find the freaking card. I only think a few matches went on the card. Alright, let's see here. There's no main event as of right now. No matches either. How can I have no matches and they running on the card? Sacrifice is March the 8th, by the way. If you want to watch it. Let's see here. I don't have any... I don't know why it said that they run on the card, but... Kind of weird. That's kind of weird to have no card, but let me try one more time. Let's see here. Alright, let's go to Fightful.com. Try to go to a trusted website. Okay, here we go. Finally found it. Alright, so we got a rematch for the TNA World Title. Moose! Taking on Alex Shelley. TNA Knockouts World Title on the line. Jordan Gray's defense against Giselle Shaw, who won at Hard to Kill in that Ultimate X #1 Contenders match. So she got the X and she's cashing in. So we got that, and that's pretty much it for now. So with pretty much 3 weeks away from the pay-per-view on Friday night, February the 23rd, going head-to-head with SmackDown and Rampage. So much no way you're gonna watch it. We got that, and that's it for now. Mustafa Ali will be appearing, not fighting, obviously. Maybe I think he's gonna fight at probably Sacrifice, but we'll see. We got that. Alright, so that's in March we got AEW Revolution March the 3rd, and then March the 6th, which is that Friday. Oh, this is March the 8th. I'm sorry. That Friday night is Sacrifice, and then we turn to April, as we all know, WrestleMania weekend. April 6th in the daytime we got Stand and Deliver in Philly, and then at Lincoln Financial Field later that night, WrestleMania Night 1, and then April 7th, Night 2, and then after that, we got Monday Night Raw from the Spectrum Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And that's it. That'll end WrestleMania week. And that's it. Then we got SmackDown after WrestleMania on Friday, April the 12th. And then after that, we're on the road to Payback in France in beginning of May. So we got that. Alright, so that's the card as of right now. Let me move on. Alright, then we go. Is this the main event? Yes, it is. Alright, then we go to your main event of TNA Impact Wrestling. I believe this is episode number... I don't know what number episode this is, but I think it's the 3rd or 4th episode since it's come back. Well, maybe more than that, but whatever. I think it's the 4th episode, because it's pretty much been on for a month right now. Anyway, we got match number 1 in the best of 3 series between the TNA World Tag Team Champions, ABC, Ace Austin and Chris Bay, formerly of the, well, still kind of part of the Bullet Club, too sweet for the love of God. They take on the grizzled young veterans of Drake and Gibson, who made their impact at Hard to Kill, and then went right after the champs. So this is match number 1 of 3. I think it's going to go all to 3. Alright, so it's also with Drake hits a spinning back heel kick on Chris Bay. Then he hits a scoop slam for a near fall. Then he puts Chris Bay in a 1925 sleeper, and then tags in Gibson. And who gets the tag, hits a butterfly suplex for a near fall. So they're really taking care of Chris Bay right now. But Chris Bay gets out of the sleeper, hits a spinning neck breaker, and then James Drake gets the tag after Gibson came back in, and Drake comes back in, pulls in Bay, but Bay crawls under his legs, gets the hot tag to Ace Austin, and they hit a double drop kick to the grizzled young veterans, and then Ace Austin drops James Drake inside out, ouch, stomps on his hands, ow. Chris Bay gets the hot tag, hits a frog splash for a near fall, beautiful frog splash, by the way. And then Ace Austin comes back in. Gibson grabs his leg, Ace kicks him away, goes for a move off the top, but James Drake got out of the way. Then he hits a drop kick on Ace Austin in the corner for a near fall. And then Drake starts slapping Ace around, gets the tags in Gibson. They settle for the Doomsday Device. Drake goes for a move off the top, but Ace hits a spin kick. And then ABC hits a springboard kick and a neckbreaker combo for a near fall. And then Drake goes for the assisted sliced bread, but Chris Bay kicks him and then hits a suicide dive onto Gibson on the outside. And then Ace Austin hits a kick off the apron. Ow. Then the Fosbury flop once again on Gibson on the outside. And then James Drake pulls Ace down with his scarf. Not MJF's scarf, but his own scarf. And then drops him with that. And then Drake gets the legal tag. And then the Grizzled Young Veterans hit their new move called Grit Your Teeth. Which I don't know if it's like, what was that move called? I think it was called Ticket to Ride back in the NXT days. But anyway, they hit Grit Your Teeth. 1, 2, 3. They go up 1 match to none in the best of 3 series. This was a great match. 3.5 out of 5 stars. You get that. And then afterwards, they celebrate in the ring. Or as they celebrate as they leave the ring. And that ends Impact Wrestling. Or TNA Impact Wrestling for this week. So, we'll see what happens next week on the program with match number 2 in the best of 3. I don't think this is for the titles. I didn't say. It's just a best of 3. I don't think it's for the titles. It might be for a number 1 tender spot. I don't know what it is, but or maybe just a best of 3. Whatever it is. But I think ABC will get the win next week, and then they'll go to match number 3, which will be an epic match, and we'll see what happens with that between the Bullet Club, or ABC, and the Grizzled Young Veterans. And see what happens. Maybe you'll see now, if not that the Grizzled Young Veterans are in TNA, hopefully they don't get screwed like they got screwed in NXT when they were Dusty Cup tournament finalists and lost like 2 years in a row. So basically they got the big Cass and Enzo Amore treatment. So hopefully, Scott D'Amore doesn't do that to them. Makes them tag team champions. Then it'll really be a slap in the face to Hunter. Hey, look what we did, Hunter! Think Hunter will care? Probably not. Alright, so we get all that. Alright, so that ends TNA Impact Wrestling for this week. Glad to be bringing it back, hopefully, and like I said, hopefully every week from here until whenever, I'll be giving you TNA Impact Wrestling TV reviews, and maybe in the future pay-per-view reviews, like Hard to Kill, and the big pay-per-views, not the mini pay-per-views, because, I'm not going to really watch it on Friday night when I'm watching SmackDown and Rampage. Maybe I'll watch it, and then, maybe put up the results on my Twitter page, so stay tuned and please follow me on Twitter with anything that happens on Sacrifice and No Surrender. Well, any of the mini pay-per-views, not the major ones, but we'll see what happens with that. But I'm kind of getting back into watching some TNA wrestling, so gonna be some good shit. So every Thursday or maybe Friday, your TNA Impact Wrestling review right here on the Kill Demons channel, along with Ring of Honor, SmackDown and Raw and SmackDown, I should say, and Collision, Battle of the Belts. So a lot of content here on the channel and my Peter Joseph channel with your Dynamite and NXT reviews, also pay-per-view reviews for New Japan Pro Wrestling and WWE, of course, soon to be TNA, Ring of Honor, and AEW as well. So lots of content on 2 of my 5 channels, so please subscribe to those channels as well as my other channels. All the links will be down below in the gobbledygook. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to bed, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. TNA Impact Wrestling gets 7.5 out of 10 stars. Very good show. TNA is back, my friends. TNA is back. 22 years going strong. The little engine that still can't, still can't die like Ring of Honor. But we'll see what happens this year. I think it'll be a good year for TNA. Now they got that little union with WWE. Sky's the limit for Scott D'Amore and company in TNA Impact Wrestling. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Check out my video about Mercedes Moné debuting in AEW sometime in March. Probably after Revolution, probably March 6th. Or March the 9th on Collision. So let me know your thoughts about that. Also, let me know your thoughts and analysis on TNA Impact Wrestling tonight. And that's pretty much it. So, tomorrow, we'll do Ring of Honor from earlier tonight, or last night, for those people watching from somewhere else. And then later tomorrow night, SmackDown and Rampage, right here on the Kill Demons channel. Ring of Honor will be on this channel as well. So, lots of videos coming this weekend, so please hit that bell, because if you miss even one video, you missed a lot. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Until next time, if you're not down with that, well, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! And that's it. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys again next time. Peace!